know what I'm doing. I don't even care. Hello, Thursday. How is everybody? Uh, Normally, this is where I would have a guest, but I don't have a guest today. Why? Because I decided to get stomach flu for the last 2 fucking weeks, or a week. So, it is horrible. I'll just put that out there. Oh yeah, so welcome to the Triggerman Podcast, point 5. We're having a point 5 podcast today. And as everybody knows, the point 5 podcast is me on my own ranting and raving in between the good podcasts when I talk to people and stuff. So it's just me talking shit basically about anything I want because it's my fucking podcast and I don't really have to explain myself to anyone, especially you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I got nothing. Yeah, I got the stomach flu. Oh my god. Holy shit. And I'm pretty sure I know how as well. Like, so, yeah, because I was starting back my healthy regime, cooking real good food, being super diligent. I don't do drugs anyway, so there was no drugs. I don't really drink. I had one beer 3 weeks ago. It was delicious. It was a stout. A person I know made in his house, then gave it to me. It was really fucking good. I like stouts. I like bitter beers. Not a liquor. Don't like liquor. I don't really like drinking. I'm getting old. Yeah, I'm wearing another Blackcraft t-shirt. Create your own future. That was a shitty Albert Einstein German thing. Yeah, so anyway, went to the gym. I was going to the gym for a couple of days consecutively, fucking doing great, eating good, doing well, feeling good. I'm not going to apologize for looking like shit, but whatever. It's just give me a fucking break here. And then, I was going to the gym, and then I had a writing session, and I remember going, and I was like, "Ooh, I feel kind of funny. Something's a little. Ugh, what the fuck is going on?" And we went to the writing session, lasted it out through the entire day, and then everyone else got tired. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of tired too. Like, I guess we'll call it quits. And then woke up the next day, and the devil himself took over my insides. It was fucking horrible. If you don't know what stomach flu is, actually I googled it just so I could read out. It is an intestinal infection marked by diarrhea, cramps, nausea, vomiting, and fever. What a great cocktail. Very common, more than 3 million US cases per year. Count me in as one. Spreads easily, usually self-treatable. Fucking shit. You don't have a choice. Usually self-diagnosable. Yup. Lab tests or imaging rarely required. I'm like, what do? Walk in with a jar full of gooey shit and be like, am I sick? I'm like, yeah, of course. Short term resolves within days to weeks. Yeah, it takes up to fucking 2 weeks to feel normal. Stomach flu is typically spread by contact with an infected person through a contaminated food or water. So get this. I'm doing well. I'm eating well. I'm going to the fucking gym. I'm killing it. Mad gains going on. Not eating quite enough, but like I let my body, whenever I go back training, I don't try and like cram in tons of food straight away because it's just like I want my body to crave it. So normally when I go back to like hard training, because I used to be way bigger than this now. And the natural thing, just to let my body have the cravings and stuff, it was cool. So like after like say 2 or 3 weeks of like working out properly and doing it hard and like say 5 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever you're training, like your body naturally wants to eat more. It wants more proteins and it wants vegetables and it craves like good shit, like, and that's what was happening. And I was like, yes, fucking eating tons of fucking awesome shit and like healthy smoothies and juicing like crazy. I looked like a fucking lunatic in the kitchen. And went to the fucking gym. I am a notorious fidgeter of fucking fingernail bitingness. Like it's not an oral fixation, or it's like, not trying to like, nothing like that. It's just, I've been biting my nails since I was a small child. And I guess it's like, turns out it has a lot to do with anxiety, but we'll get to that in a second. Excuse me. So, yeah. And unconsciously most of the time, if I'm driving and stuff, my finger will be in my mouth and I will be chewing on that bad boy until I get to wherever I'm going. Then I'm like, oh fuck, my nail is gone. Shit. Don't even mean to do it. Don't even realize I'm doing it a lot of the time. Anyway, I know for a fact this is where it happened. In the gym, working out as you do, and me being me, taking little breaks between sets, drinking my water, and that's me biting my nails. Jamming my filthy, fucking disease-ridden, germ-filled, fucking cunty hands in my stupid, fat fucking mouth. Idiot. Fucking idiot. Do not go to a gym, rub your hands everywhere, and then fucking put them in your mouth. You're a fucking retard if you do that. Me included. I ended up being in bed for a fucking week. It takes about 2 to 3 days for the bacterial infection to kick in, which was fucking bang on 3 days after going to the gym because I was busy for the next 2 days. Then I was out of action. I was crippled, and if I wasn't in the bed, I was in the other room, and I was puking out of my fucking asshole. It was disgusting. At one stage, I honest to God thought the devil was trying to leave my body. It was horrible. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out, and obviously all you can do is drink fluids. You do your Google and you do your self-diagnose and all that shit. And I spent the one day I had off just crippled. And then by day 2, here we go, people. You all like, it's like coffee is my fucking, like, it's my life juice or whatever the fuck. And I can't drink caffeine. I can't really stomach anything except like a piece of toast. So I was eating toast for the first 3 days. Also, I mixed white rice with applesauce, which wasn't actually that bad. I might actually keep doing that because it was actually kind of nice. And yeah, but like by the 3rd day, I still, like, everything's still happening down here. It's all pouring out of you. It's just like whatever, your life is leaving your body. You're weak, and then no fever, thank God. And I didn't puke because I fucking hate puking. I think my body knows, like, I do not like puking, so it just pushed it all the other way. This is disgusting. I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep talking. I don't care. Turn it off. Go look at another podcast. Whatever. This is shit talk for real. Boom. See what I did there? Yeah, so what did I do? Oh yeah, so but then by the 3rd day, I don't know if anyone has ever tried giving up coffee, like just fucking cold turkey give up coffee. I've never done heroin, but it can't be any harder than trying to give up heroin. That's all I'm fucking saying. I did it once before because I did this like cleanse because I've had food poisoning years ago, and I was like, all right, I'll do a big cleanse. Actually, it worked so well. It was awesome. But it was a 7-day cleanse. Day 2, 3 in, the exact same pain happened. These migraines that hit you, and my eyes felt like they were on fucking fire. Like they were like about to shoot out my fucking face. And it stayed like that for 2 more days because I couldn't stomach really anything. And I knew then, it was like, now it's caffeine withdrawal. So on top of everything from the neck down not working correctly, my body aching from God only knows what was happening to it, being crippled in bed. I could only sleep as much as I could because I was drained of all energy. And then the fucking migraines, the eyeballs like wanting to explode out of my face. Ashley kept actually bringing me like iced rags to put on my face and eyeballs. I couldn't like watch TV, so I'd sit there while she was there and she'd watch like TV and I'd be listening, and every now and again I'd raise up the rag to try and look at the piece of the tail. Oh, it was fucking horrible. It was the worst. That was the worst part of stomach flu, and it had nothing to do with stomach flu. That was the fucking fucked up part. 2 fucks in one sentence right there. So yeah, the one morning I got up and I felt like on the 4th, 5th day, I felt like, oh, maybe I'm a little bit better now. I don't know. Am I better? Or whatever's wrong, I need fucking to get a coffee. So, and I said iced coffee would probably be easier going down than warm coffee. There was some reasoning in my head that made sense. So we went and we got like 2 iced coffees, one for her, one for me. And then I took the iced coffee and like 2 Tylenol, which is like a little over the counter pain headache pill or whatever. And 20 minutes later, I was walking around like in the best mood ever. Like no pain in my head. My eyeballs were perfect. I went and stood outside in the sunshine, get that vitamin D, get my melanin all brown and crispy or whatever. And I felt great for about 2 or 3 hours, and then obviously like I had no food in my body, so I fucking crashed again. I was back out, knocked out by 2 o'clock in the day, taking a 4 hour nap again. But dude, like whatever about the stomach flu part, I obviously I couldn't really leave the house because I couldn't be more than 10 feet from a restroom. You fucking do the math or draw the picture in your head there, and but that wasn't the worst part. It was the fucking headaches, like the headaches and the eyeballs wanting to explode, and it's fucking freaky, man. Like I can only imagine what it's like to have done like drugs or something like that. Like and again, I'm very boring. I fully admit I can put my hand on my heart. I'll swear to God, but I don't believe in them. I've never done a hardcore drug in my life. It's just don't want it, don't like it, don't like the idea of it, and it's not for me really. That's all it is. Like it's just not for me. How do you know it's not for you if you've never done it? Dude, I don't want to lick dog shit either. Like I just know it's not for me. Go fuck yourself. Like if you want to get wrapped up in that shit, go do it. It's fine. But it kind of brings me to the next part. So I think everyone that has been listening to the last few podcasts. Sorry, I'm talking solo. It's just I've been coughing a lot and just tired. I've been talking about weed a lot and like CBDs and the THC contents, and I've been putting it online, asking people questions, and to like crazy feedback every time I ask a question. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm never trying to offend anybody. If you're offended by anything I ever say, I've said this before, you're a fucking idiot. Go away. Just go away. I'm not trying to offend anybody. If you're offended by the way I speak, you're a fool. Go away. Excuse me. Dying. Lots of water, by the way. Drink lots of water if you've got stomach flu. And Pedialyte. And if you have to, Gatorade, which I have drank a lot of, and I hate drinking sugary drinks. But anyway. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so right before I got sick, it's no correlation. We can make up a funny fucking I can bait people in with a headline on the video, and I'll be like, but here it is. Weed gave me the stomach flu. Okay, it didn't, but what happened was I did the last podcast, and I've been talking about it a lot. Excuse me. And I was talking about with Ashley and just people online, and I just decided, bite the bullet. It's a Sunday. I have nothing to do tomorrow, just in case all goes wrong. I'm just going to go to the dispensary and buy some fucking weed. Cause guess what? Live in California. I'm allowed to do that. I've got not a prescription, a fucking medical marijuana card. Just got it. Cause why not? Like, you know, if you want to learn something, you can go in. You can ask questions. I've gone in just to ask questions before, and haven't bought anything. Cause I'm just curious. But even she was like, just like do it, whatever, fuck it. So I did. Went down. And it was really funny. Drove down and I actually felt giddy doing it. It was really cool. Walked in, met one of the girls that works in there. You have to give in your ID first. They see if you're allowed to go in. They let you in. There's the security guard. It's really nice. It's like, I can't remember what it was called, the place. But then the girl, I was like, you wait in line to get some like person. I don't know if they're not doctors. So whatever the fuck you call them. People, tenders, bartenders, I guess, because there's a bar and bud tenders. And I just apologized straight off the bat, and I was like, look, sorry, I'm going to ask you a lot of stupid questions right now, so let's go for this. So I asked about it, and just to see what any of the information that she would tell me would it match up with what of the information that I got from people and all that shit. So I talked for ages. I asked, could I buy like a tiny bit, because I just want enough to like feel something, to see what it's like. So I settled on an indica strain, and it's just for relaxing at nighttime. Apparently, chills out your body. People that are anxious use it to relax and all that, blah 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 blah. So I was like, all right, that seems to might be the symptom that I'm looking for, like, chill, unwind a bit. And yeah, I just settled on an indica strain, and she put a little bit in, like 2-3 little buds, I guess is what they're called. Forgive me for, like, I'm not fucking, I don't know about this shit. She put them in the little thing, and I said, do you have a pipe? And she showed me how to smoke it, so I bought a little pipe. I have it here, I have it there actually. And brought it home, ate my dinner first, because I'll just see, because I had munchies or some shit. I'll fucking get to that now in a second. And I ate my delicious healthy dinner that I had made that day with vegetables and meat and brown rice pasta. Sorry, I'm coughing so much. And made a big cup of coffee, because I like coffee, that's what I do. And then I was going to go downstairs, and I'm just going to pop some in the pipe and light it up and smoke it. And Ashley was like, no, let me make a tray of munchies first, or whatever, just in case. But she ends up making these 2 big plastic plates, like this big, like of like fruit and crackers and, I don't know, nuts and all this shit, like, and just tons of fruit, like, and I can't remember what was on it actually. I'm looking at her going, this is insane. Like, I just ate my dinner. There's 2 giant plates of fucking food again, and like, this is not going to be needed. So I went down to the room, total novice, YouTubed exactly how to like load this pipe thing, put the weed in, stood by the window like I was fucking like doing something bad or something. It was really funny, like nervous or something. It was weird. And yeah, so I lit it up and took a big fucking drag of it or whatever like that, and blew it out. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Nothing really happened. I was like, oh, that's not too bad. Okay, it didn't cough or anything like that. And I walked around for a few minutes. I was like, nah, it's nothing really there. I wish it was like that, because then I would have been like, oh, this is great. I don't feel anything. So she's like, yeah, just try some more and see what happens. I'm like, she's there, just munchies there, just whatever. So went back over to the window again, all nervous and I'm doing bad shit. Put some more in, but this time I lit this motherfucker and I fucking sucked on this till that's what she said. I sucked on this thing until it was like there was nothing left in it, and I held it in there. Good deep inhale, and then blew it out. And as I blew it out, I got the cough still. And I know from excuse me, listening to other podcasts, that when you cough, actually it enhances the high, because it opens up your bronchioli or whatever the hell it is in your lungs, all the little things in your lungs that absorb all the oxygen and make you breathe and stuff. But it actually opens up all those better, so it receives the weed better, if that makes any sense. Then I guess the end result getting you a little bit more high. So like literally 2 minutes later, I was walking around this exact room like a fucking zombie, just and that was it for the entire night. I smoked no more. Like, this was strong shit. It was called Pine Sol. She goes, well, it's named after things that when you smoke them, it tastes like the name. I'm like, no, it tastes like fucking burning leaves to me. Like, that's what it did not taste like. Pine Sol. And I like the smell of Pine Sol. That smelled nice when you were cleaning your house. It did not smell like Pine Sol. It did not taste like Pine Sol. And I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm obviously a giant pussy when it comes to this. I inhale that big bad boy in, and I swear to God, that horrible fucking feeling in my chest where I knew there was smoke in it, and my lungs were all like, oh, this is fucking disgusting. Why? If there was any other way to take a not edible form, I'll get to that in a second as well. I do it, but I just hated the feeling of smoke in my chest, in my lungs. I felt like I couldn't get it out and all like that. But anyway, and then I was high as a motherfucker. and sat down and that watched Bubble Boy the movie. So I was giggling like I haven't giggled since I was a young schoolgirl, and it was crazy. It was just fucking weird. I guess it was like, if that's what you're into, like I guess that's cool. Was I anxious? No. So I don't know if it helped with the anxiety. So now I'm doing. So get this. So this is where I come with a positive on it. I had a kind of mild migraine. I get migraines every now and again, and I had a migraine that day, and honestly, I even said it in the most stone way possible. I was like, dude, what did I say? I goes, the pain is gone, but I know it's still there. And I remember saying it because it made perfect fucking sense. And what I meant was, the migraine was gone. Like, there was no pain in my fucking head, but I could still feel it was something else. I knew it was there. It was just like, I felt like I was wearing like this helmet. Like, I felt like a layer was around my face and my head, and it felt nice, I guess, from the point of view that if I was actually in pain or I suffered from migraines or something, this would be the best shit ever, because I'd be like, oh fuck, the pain in my head's gone, I'm giggling, I'm laughing, here come the fucking munchies, because I'm a fatty on the inside. Definitely my soul animal is a fat kid or whatever like that, like, so, and I think I ate like a giant stale bag of veggie chips, and then I cleaned the 2 plates of munchies, like, gone. And I've never had a graham cracker before, whatever the fuck they're called, an entire box. And when the 2 plates were gone, she was looking at me going, am I okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just giggling away, eating, jamming the graham crackers, strawberries, peanut butter, whatever I could get into my face. I was jamming it in. She goes, do you want more? And I'm like, yeah, it's a great idea. So I went up to the kitchen, made another giant plate of graham crackers with peanut butter, strawberries on it, and then she found chocolate frosting. I fucking hate chocolate frosting. I hate sweet things. I don't like. There was graham crackers, a layer of peanut butter, a strawberry, and then a dollop of fucking chocolate frosting on there. And God only knows what, a giant plate of it, brought them downstairs, mashed every single one of these fucking things into my face. Couldn't stop eating. I knew I felt sick. I just couldn't stop though. So that for me was like, I can't do this. I'll be like 400 pounds in 2 weeks if I continue this. But going back to the pain thing, holy shit, like, I will, there's the props, like, so it worked for the pain, an actual physical ailment that I had that day, and I did feel relaxed, I guess. My only problem is I don't like not being in control of my faculties, and with the giggling and the overeating, like, I knew what I was doing. Like, I knew I was giggling uncontrollably. I was like, God damn it, I cannot stop. Like, this is fucking stupid. I know you're listening and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't like laughing? I'm like, no, I love laughing. I just like understanding it and being in control and enjoying it. I think I enjoy it better that way. It was funny, like, and then mashing food into my face, blah, 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 but always thinking, like, I kept looking at her, telling her every few minutes, I go, dude, I know the pain, it's gone, but I know it's there, man. I don't know, Cheech and Chong advice or whatever. But yeah, so it's weird. Like, so I can imagine a person with like actual serious ailments and serious pain that they're in, or they're sick from something that Jesus, yeah, I'd smoke this shit all day, every day if I thought I wouldn't be in pain all the time. The fact that I couldn't function, like, there's no way I could have drove a car. Like, that's retarded. When you hear people, oh, you can smoke weed and drive. No, you can't. I'm sorry, dude. If you have too many fucking French fries, or you shouldn't be fucking operating heavy machinery. Like, your body goes lethargic. It wants to process what's in it. Like, so it's like waking up at 2 a.m. and saying, I'm just gonna go for a drive. Like, that's retarded. Don't do that either. Like, so that's dangerous. Your body isn't awake. It's not. I always worry about people driving in the morning. I always worry about driving in the morning. I'm like, shit, am I awake enough to function, like, and be outside and navigate fucking, like, 5-lane highways and, like, well, this is dangerous. And I'm thinking, then everybody else is in the exact same boat. Like, this is fucking dangerous. So, yeah, no, there's no way you can drive and smoke weed. That's insane. Anyone that does that is very irresponsible, and I will compare it to drinking and driving, because that's what it is. You're intoxicated. You're not. I wasn't all there. That's for sure. Like, so, and the one big hit I took at the start wasn't enough. That second, I took a huge hit the second time, and then it's gone. Will I do it again? Not likely. I don't think it's for me. And then I put that online as well. That bought weed, smoked weed, ate my body weight in graham crackers, and explained that I don't think it's for me. And to be honest, I was really disappointed, because I wanted it to be for me. I wanted it to be this little thing I could go to every now and again to relax and just like go, oh yeah, all right, I'm going to relax and chill and I feel good. And then I got like a lot of comments, well, there's 10,000 strains of weed, and you don't know what you're doing, or you're doing it wrong. Or I'm like, yeah, look, no, I'm not. I'm just different to you, personality wise, ego wise, and I don't mean ego in a bad way. Just my ego in the sense of in the sense of awareness. My ego in the sense of like that kind of ego was like, this isn't for you, buddy. Like you're not here. Like it's almost like it's something that's masking the pain. It's masking the whatever. Like it's a temporary thing. It doesn't fix it. So I'm not really into temporary band-aids for things that go on in your head, especially like with anxiety or depression. You need something that helps you move forward, and I don't feel like I would have done anything productive smoking the weed. And then obviously I can try the other strain of it on the opposite end of the spectrum. I was going to say stevia, but that's fucking sweetener. Sativa, or apparently it gives you an upper and blah blah. Maybe, look, I'll get to that some other time. If I do that, I do that. I'm a very spur of the moment guy. When I do enough thinking and researching and talking to people, I'll make my decision and do it. But right now, no, just it wasn't for me. But I do actually see, just so no one's fucking weird, and I do see the positives in it. The way it was calming and relaxing and got me to take me out of my space or my bubble, as I was watching Bubble Boy. Oh, weird. And I understand that it has like relaxing qualities, and it's masking pain though. I'm not. It doesn't get rid of it. So don't anyone ever, like, I don't believe for one. Just like when you take ibuprofens or Tylenol or something, you have a headache, like that's not getting rid of the headache. It masks the headache. That's all it is. You still have a headache. You're still in pain. Your body is still dehydrated. It's still wanting water. It's still wanting sustenance and food and vitamins and fucking the good shit. Like when you put painkillers in it, the pain is still there. It doesn't go away. So that's the thing, that the same way anxiety or depression, it's still there. It's not gone anywhere. Like the only way to actually get rid of it, I still think, is therapy. And I still think, because I was doing well for a few days, the gym was fantastic for the few days. I go there and I actually feel like drained coming out of it, but I was like, oh, I feel fucking good. I'm like, shit, like I want to eat and I want to fuck and I want to fucking fight someone. And I'm like, I don't want to go around punching people, but just like kind of, yeah, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm alert, I'm fucking, yeah, I can't wait to go home and eat some fucking zucchinis and some fucking rice pasta or something. Yeah, I felt and I was wearing my clothes better. And this is after a few days. This is like minute, simple little changes that were going on in my brain. And anyone can do it. That's the thing. Even if it's not a gym, it's just go for a fucking walk. Go outside. Walk around a little bit. Have a look around, I feel like this is buzzing. Is it? Is it buzzing? It's not. Yeah, just do something simple for yourself, and just do it, and then you'll see, eat a little bit better, one day, and then the second day maybe try a little bit of something else that's a little bit more healthy for you. I guarantee you it'll change your mind, man. I can't wait till I feel a little bit better, and then I'm just going straight back to the gym. And I'm gonna, well, the vegetables and the meats and all the healthy stuff is already in the fridge because I haven't had a chance to cook it. But that's what's working for me, man. That's what's working. That for anxiety, depression, feeling down, and because I've been in bed a lot, like I've been really down, and I had to go run errands today and all that shit. I'm just down in general. It's just like, this is bullshit. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, in life, just my body isn't happy now. Like, and that weighs on you, man. People that are unhealthy and unfit and overweight or sick or something like that. All my sympathy goes out to you, but the thing is, it's a choice. You have a choice to change this shit, and you have a choice to go for a fucking walk, man. Unless you're in a wheelchair, which you can get pushed around or whatever. Just get pushed around, whatever. You lost your two legs. Okay, anyway, that's besides the point. There is no excuse for you to go outside and just have a walk around and look around. And if you live where I live, I guess, or in America, there's a fucking... Dude, you can join a gym here for $1 and it's $9.99 after that every month. Get the fuck out of here if you can't tell me you don't have $10 a month. You're out of your fucking mind. Like, so I'll one day, hopefully, if I win the lottery or something, I'll pay for the first 100 people every month. I don't care. Like, that's $10 a month just to join a fucking gym. I'm in LA Fitness, so it's 19 or whatever the fuck. It's got a swimming pool. I don't use it. I don't look good in a Speedo. That's not a good look for me. I'm way too white for that shit. I gotta get a tan. But yeah, so that's been what's going on. Yeah. I guess that's my synopsis is the weed isn't for me. I am Jimmy Trigger, and weed is not for me. So don't offer it to me. I won't smoke it. And obviously, alcohol is for nobody if you are suffering from any kind of anxiety or depression. Beer for me, and I've learned to respect it a lot in the last year. Getting older, getting wiser, learning that it's not a crutch you should lean on if you're having a bad day or a bad life or you're depressed or anything like that. Especially if you're young, you shouldn't be drinking at all for reasons that your body's growing, your brain is growing. If you want to stop that, fucking drink down a bottle of vodka, go nuts. Your brain will be the size of a fucking walnut. I didn't drink till I was nearly 18, and that was the legal age from where I was from. Also, I was afraid of my fucking life of drinking. That's a different story, which I will go through another day. But yeah, try the weed thing. It's not for me. The gym is for me. I like it. I like doing it. It's for me. Eating good is for me. Therapy, when you can afford it, or if there's something wrong that you need to talk about, it's for me. I like that. That's what I do. I'm not ashamed of that either. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's it. So there you go. That was my week, my fucking week. And I'm sorry, there's no podcast. I don't even know if people even like these podcasts or the fucking the ones I do with people. But as usual, I'm just going to answer a few questions. If there are any good ones, we will see. So I just put up a quick video just to see if there's anyone out there. And I'm going to keep this podcast short. The comments are loading. Here we go. How was your day? Answer that. Hey Jimmy, that's not a fucking question. Jesus Christ. If you were to have a kid, what would you name it, boy or girl? Let's put a kid into more of a thing that I'm can relate with, like a pet. I named the pet the first name I think of when I see it. Just like my little boy, my little cat, and I fucking hate cats, by the way. I'm a dog person, but when I found Steve, I looked at him and went, "You're a fucking Steve." So then he became Dr. Steve, and then Dr. Steve Shitbaggins is his full name. So I don't know, I'd have to see it. May the fourth be with you. Would you be a Jedi or Sith, and reasons why? Oh, and when is your music dropping? I need to hear the whole of the intro music. Yes, good question. I've watched all the Star Wars movies. I actually watched Rogue One last week for the first time. I'm going to watch the new one when it comes out. I prefer Star Trek. I'm sorry, lads. I'm not even fucking sorry for saying that. Like, I'm just like, I get it. It's cool. Shiny swords, all that shit. I prefer Star Trek. I love the new Star Trek movies. They're fucking so good. So Jedi or Sith, I don't know which one gets to wear the cool black cape. That's the one I want. Star Trek rules. If you were to pick a band, oh yeah, and the music thing, oh yeah. So in the next podcast, I'll the next point 5 podcast, I'm going to talk about the music and stuff I've been working on, the project I've been working on. I launched the social medias this week. Sorry guys. If you're looking for just to follow it real quick, just in case I drop something in the next week, the band name, it's my solo band. It is me. It is called A Trigger Within. Get it? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's called A Trigger Within. It's on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that shit. So we'll be dropping stuff and information over the next weekend. And then in the podcast, I'll talk about it. We might do a few videos for the YouTube channel. And then I'll let you know when I'm dropping the first single. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait. It's probably the best thing I've ever done. And funnily enough, not because it was a chance for me to write everything with my friend Matt, and I wrote everything with him staring at me, judging me, and then he helped me write stuff as well. But it was all in. I recorded and wrote everything. We did all the drums together. I even helped write all the synths for it with Matt because he's a synth guy, and obviously did all the singing, wrote all the melody. I did everything. I did fucking everything, and then he did all the hard work and mixed it all together and made it sound cool. Cannot fucking wait. A Trigger Within. Look up A Trigger Within. Instagram, Twitter, whatever. If you were to pick a band to tour with, who would it be? Also, just wanted to say you were one of my biggest idols. Sorry. You show me that if you put in the work into what you love, you will succeed. I believe that. Not the idol part, sorry. Like, I appreciate that, and I'm trying to learn to be more humble about that and not laugh at people when they say that. But the truth of the matter is, I'm just a normal person. I'm just some idiot that's talking into a mic and looks goofy and has stupid hair. But I appreciate it, because like the thing is, like, you telling me that that if I inspire you, well, it inspires me, and it makes me want to go do better and be better. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm learning to say thank you more than stupid. But I do believe strive, struggle, succeed, repeat until achieved. That is my life philosophy, and I'll keep doing it. I have it tattooed on my belly, and I'm not going to show you because it's white and kind of jiggly. What bands would I pick to tour with? Jesus, I don't know. I fucking have no clue. I like so many different bands, and I don't know. When I release the music, how about you tell me who you think I should approach to tour with? Because that would be awesome. And there's so many good bands. Love your accent. When did you come to the US? If you came to play in a band, what band? And did you put out any CDs? I've been in a million bands. I came to the US 6 years ago. But I've been in a million bands, and this year was weird. I started off this year and I said I was going to clean out my life in every single way I could. Clean out my brain, my mind, change my diet, change my mental diet. And as it happened, all the kind of bands and projects that I was involved in all kind of deteriorated or finished, or they just moved on without me, which is totally fine. Like, so even though there's one of them that have definitely moved on without me, but apparently it broke up. We didn't. It's fine, guys, by the way. I don't mind. I can be a cunt, so it's fine. But also it worked out because everything else just kind of fell by the wayside, and I was like, this is my chance to do it my way, everything my way. And I've been in a number of bands. Just go on YouTube and fucking Google Jimmy Trigger music or Jimmy Trigger bands or whatever that. You'll find a bunch of them. Most of them are metal, hard rock, all that stuff. And I've had a lot of fun. I love writing with people as well. So it's been a lot of fun. But right now it's my time to write for myself, by myself, and share with the world what I have to give, with the help of my friend Matt, helping me lead the way. When did you decide you wanted to become a musician? Maybe by the age of 13. I was in choir. I sang a lot. I was a Catholic school choir boy. And I was pretty good at it. And I thought I wanted to be a drummer. Turns out I'm a shit drummer. Then my mother surprised. I said I wanted to buy a guitar when I was like 15, electric guitar. I bought this, like, put a deposit on a guitar at Jackson. It was like a $200 guitar. It was a piece of shit, but it was mine. It was awesome. And I was going to pay it off over a year. And then my mother at Christmas, we went into the guitar store, which I ended up working in years later for 12 fucking years. S&S Music, #1, Kieran Street, Kilkenny. I can't remember the number. Shit. Kilkenny, Ireland. And my mother brought me in, and then she surprised me by paying off the rest of the guitar. And we were not, by no means, we had no money when I was younger, so it was awesome. And then since then I learned how to play guitar. Never learned how to learn, like, I learned a couple of Metallica songs and a Nirvana song here. I never learned songs, I just wrote them from the get-go. As soon as I knew how to make a power chord, I just wrote my own songs all the time. Then I just wrote with people and jammed in bands and all. We'll get to that as well in some other time. And what are your suggestions for healthy eating and diet? The trick to enjoying healthy eating and a diet is to do it slowly. So what I mean is, if like tomorrow you're like, I want to start eating healthy, it doesn't mean you get up in the morning, you make a salad and you just eat salads all day. That's stupid. Don't. Get up, and if you eat disgusting Pop-Tarts or whatever like that, if that's what's going to get you started for the day, eat your fucking Pop-Tart, but choose a meal in the day that you're consciously going to be conscious about what is in the food, what is that you're actually eating. Research food, research diets, research what's good for you. We all know sugar is really bad for you. We all know like deep fried food is really bad for you. As much as I love fucking French fries, oh Jesus, that's my fucking heroin right there, fucking French fries. We know not all meats have the same types of protein in them, like, so some might be good for you if you have high cholesterols. Vegans will say no meats are good for you. I just disagree, that's all. As far as vegetables, I don't think you can overdo it on vegetables ever. They're a great source of carbohydrates as well for certain vegetables, which will keep you full as well. And all vegetables, I try and stuff as many vegetables into all my meals as possible. And go easy if you're trying to lose weight. Go easy on carbohydrates. Have a high vegetable content, like, ratio to your meals, or maybe no carbohydrates, which is like pastas and potatoes and stuff. Again, I love potatoes. No French fries, no bread. Look up ketogenic diets, paleo diets. What else is there? There's tons of them. Like, so. Yeah, it's all according to what the you want your results to be, I guess. Like, so, but yeah, let's talk about that more. I want to talk about that more, and I'll, as soon as I start getting back into it, I'll tell you what I've been eating and stuff, and especially if it gives me results, and I mean energy wise and maybe physical wise, because that's why we eat as well, to change our bodies. But mainly mentally, eating clean is probably the best thing for you. And I love cheeseburgers, and I will have one or two of those every week as well. And I like coffee, but coffee in normal doses isn't actually bad for you. It is proven to be very, very good for you. Now, don't be buying fucking unicorn frappa fucking chinos, you fucking retard. Go in there and buy a black fucking coffee. If you need to put a little splash of milk or something, they have stevia now in fucking Starbucks and all like that. Yeah, don't be fucking filling yourself full of sugar and garbage. Like, so that's the main thing. Like, but every day do it slowly, and every day try something new until you find something you like, and you're like, oh wow. Me, not toot my own horn, I'm a really fucking good cook, so I know how to make things really healthy and really flavoursome. Is that a fucking word? I think I invent a new word every podcast. Flavoursome. There you go. But yeah, do it slowly, and then eventually when you start walking around and exercising a little bit, your body will actually start craving that good shit. What's your biggest fear, and what's your main goal or goals you want to accomplish in life? Biggest goal, #1, sounds like hippie bullshit, but that's where I am. Like, so I want to be happy, because without that mental stability in your head and your heart and your body, because they're all connected, everything wants to be happy. Your mind wants to be happy and balanced, your heart wants to be happy and balanced, your body wants to be happy and balanced and healthy. That's my main goal. How do I figure that out? I am still figuring it out. So, as I said, strive, struggle, succeed, repeat until achieved. I'm still repeating and I'm still figuring it out. Um, what's the one thing you miss from Ireland that you can't get in the US? Honestly, it's potato chips. Dude, it's the saddest thing in the world. And chicken curries. Oh, Jesus. Chicken curries. Fuck. I love a chicken curry. Like curries, there are no curries here. I don't give a fuck. If there are, they taste like shit. They're garbage. You don't know what you're doing. So yeah, chicken curries and potato chips. Feel free to go on Amazon and buy me some fucking cheese and onion potatoes. No other flavors, please. How do you motivate yourself to reach your goals? Get out of bed every day, put your 2 feet on the ground, and fucking run at it like a fucking bull in a china shop. Because honestly, no one's going to accomplish anything for you except yourself. And I've done it enough times now, like saying music or business. I've been fucked over on the worst last year. Fucked over or let down so many times in the years previous, and every time I've been successful, I've just done it myself. So that's why I'm actually looking forward to dropping my new music. And yeah, because I did it all myself with my friend Matt. But you know, whatever. Credit where credit's due. Just do it yourself. I know that doesn't really answer your question, but just pick what you want to do and just go at it. Just no matter what anyone tells you. Look, you mightn't even be good at it, okay? But fuck it. Like, everybody needs a reason to get up every day, so just get up and go for it. It's fine. I know I might not get picked or get hate for this, but what are your thoughts on police brutality, on people of colour and racism in the modern age? Okay, so we live on planet Earth. There are 7 billion people on this planet. I was driving the other day, and because I wasn't feeling well, I was under the weather. Your fuse is shorter. Your temper is like on edge or whatever. And I was thinking, I actually feel fucking lucky. Here's the reason why. There are 7 billion people on this earth. There are wars and there are murders and there are rapes and all kinds of killings going on all the time all over the world. And honestly, I wouldn't expect it any other way. There are 7 billion people, 7 billion people with individual characteristics and unique ways of thinking, religions, political policies, countries, cultures, dressing different, everybody wants to be unique. Unfortunately, we are not. No offense, I am sorry. No matter what you've been told growing up, you're such a unique, special young individual. You're not. You're the same as everyone else, but you're entitled to unique feelings. You're entitled to have your own kind of happiness, whatever you think it is, and your own dreams like that. Like, it's fine. Like, be unique in that sense. But essentially, we're all going the same direction. We were born. We absolutely 100% will die. And then the middle part, well, we just figure it out as we go along. So you're entitled to that, but there's no unique perspective here. The fact that we're not all killing each other makes me very grateful, because the fuse in everyone's head, like, say I was sick the other day and my fuse was like that short, like, I would never kill anybody. They could be famous last words and we could be using this post in a news report someday. That'd be cool. No, it wouldn't be cool at all. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to kill anybody. But I know, like, people are in dire straits or depressed, and like some people are mentally ill. How the fuck we don't have more killings and more like fucking massacres and shit in this world it bewilders me. So I actually feel quite lucky that the most of us got it together in some way, shape or form. And look, to be honest, I've experienced nothing but good things with police in America, even though they scare the living fuck out of me, which I actually will talk about next time, because that's actually a funny story. Maybe I already have talked about that, have I? And I can only imagine being a police officer, how stressful it is and what's expected of you, and the psychological fucking mind frame you have to be in to go out every day and try and impartially pass judgment on a society, that's insane. Dude, if I get up in the morning and I don't have coffee for the first hour, everyone I meet, I want them to die. And I say it, I was like, I hope you fucking die. You get coffee and I'm like, oh, Joe, hey everybody, what's going on? We should all be friends. We should not be friends. Go away, leave me alone. So, how do I feel about police brutality? I think it's... I expect it. What is there not to get here? And the thing is, like, this has been going on since the dawn of time. Like, there's been the power figures, and someone loses their mind. Like, how many, say there's like 100 police officers and one of them's a dickhead. Shit, that's good odds to me. Like, there's probably more than that there are dickheads, but that's not they're good odds. I've met nothing but good cops here, like, and friendly people actually as well. The police brutality part, I don't know. The racism, again, man, everybody has an opinion. That's the worst part. I am the least racist, least sexist, least anythingist person I know, because I just don't care. I don't care. I measure someone on their character and on their manners and how they respect me back. If you treat me like shit, then don't expect anything else in return. If you treat me with respect and manners, man, we're off to a great start, so I think ignorance is contagious, I think ignorance is also bred into people from a young age, from shitty parenting, shitty cultures that don't really play a role in modern society. I don't look at people and be like, you fucking stupid, enter derogatory term for a certain ethnicity here. No, I look at them and, you stupid cunt, because you're all cunts, by the way, all is. Like, if I don't like you, you're all cunts. It's one fucking brush and I paint you all with the same fucking brush, the cunt brush. I think that's easier to live with as well. I don't really have an opinion, and I expect that. Like, so there's 7 billion and climbing in population on this planet, and I think we're doing really good with the little bit that we have. Oh, there's Apple TV in the background. That's just came on. I guess, like, it is part of our lives now, and the best thing we can do is to be more kind to each other, so the tempers don't flare and we can be better to each other. Start with yourself. Start with helping the old lady across the street, telling someone they have a good day. Say please and thank you. I talked about this in the last podcast. Say please and thank you. You will change a person's life by simply doing that. I think that will really help. I think I'll leave it at that, because, like, that's it's a lot, and I've been rambling for 52 minutes, and I meant to be here for 10 minutes because I don't feel so good. And obviously I'm taking over the house, killing it, slaying it. So yeah, and I'm sweating to death. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking glistening over here, glistening like a pig, and I want to go back to bed. That was about 30 seconds of excuses right there for reasons why I want to get the fuck off this thing. So anyway, next week I'm back to normal. This weekend I have a couple of podcasts set up. Next Thursday I have a podcast set up. A returning guest with 2 other people. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. And over the following weeks I have a bunch of musicians coming on. I have a bunch of people that work in the merchandise industry, which it could be like music, I guess, because that's where it's relative to me. So I think any young bands or anything like that should definitely tune into that. It's actually my friend Eric, and I met him on tour when I was on tour with In This Moment, and he was the merch person for In This Moment at the time, and now he works for a big company in LA, so he's going to impart some knowledge, and then I'm going to talk to a bunch of other people that we'll get to as well. My plan for the next week is to get better, eat some good food, go back to the gym, feel better, get my voice back. I don't know why the fuck I'm just coughing a lot. To not be coughing on the podcast a lot, and get back to business as usual. And go check out the social medias for the updates. I will be updating some stuff this weekend for my solo band, my solo project, my main fucking thing right now. It's called A Trigger Within. Check it out. I will try not to look like shit next time and be sweating like crazy. I don't know why that is. Have a great week. Have a great life. Don't die. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Use your manners. And if you don't, go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. Relax. Sit the fuck down. This is the Triggerman Podcast, point 5. Peace.